Hey guys, Remy here with another ginned up toy review, and today we're looking at the Sephiroth Play Arts figure for the film Advent Children. I just want to start by saying that when I was younger, I'm an old man now, but when I was growing up, one of my favorite games of all time was for the original PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII, where of course this character here originated from, being the antagonist. I gotta say, it's a pretty cool figure. I'm reviewing this now mostly because I just learned that the Play Arts Kai series is going to be releasing a new Sephiroth figure that looks just amazing, and I figured, why not? He's been sitting on my shelf for a little bit, years actually. A little bit of dust. Probably should have cleaned him up before I started the video, but probably won't be a problem. All right. Now, I love this guy. I love all the Play Arts figures. I think that they're amazing. I have a few of them, but they uh, they have a habit of becoming very expensive over time. So if you're interested in these, it's better late than never. Now, obviously, he looks very similar to the way he did in the film. Advent Children, the movie, I was not necessarily a fan of. I felt something like that, something like a Final Fantasy VII really cannot have a sequel that's, you know, a 90-minute film. Everything about it felt kind of rushed along. It never really piqued my interest. I watched it once and that was enough. But the figure line that came from it was incredible. But I do believe he had a different head sculpt later on that looked more like he did in the game. I don't have that one. I have the more humanoid version of him, the other one. Whereas it did look like the game version of him. Something about his hair looks very fake. I like this one. All right, so why don't we take a look at him? All right. Now, I'm not a guy that counts articulation points, but I just take my word for it that he's got a lot. Uh, what is the comic saying? Show, don't tell. So, yeah, his arms, a lot of movement. He does have a lot of interchangeable hands. I do not know where they are right now. They're probably packed up in the closet. But yeah, he has like fists and closed hands. I just kept, as soon as I took him out, I set him up with this because all I wanted to do was hold the sword, which is I believe it was the Massamune in it's called the Massamune in the game. Now I'm sure that's like Japanese folklore or something. I'm sure there's a meaning behind the name that I'm too lazy to find out, but I only know Massamune from it being kind of a trend in Final Fantasy games, Square Enix games, Squaresoft games that seems to always be around. It was in Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. He's kind of an evil sword. It's really cool, even though it's slightly impractical. Let's take that out. Yeah, it's taller than him. And Sephiroth's a very tall guy. I'm imagining he's well over 6 feet. Very formidable. The son of Genova comes with a stand, as almost all Play Arts figures do. Let's take him out of that. It's just a simple character stand. They're really nice. Wish I had a lot more of these. But without it, he stands okay. His head moves very naturally on a ball joint. He's got some feet. His legs are a little affected by his cape. You can still pose him a bit, but it is a rubbery. His cloak is kind of malleable, but it is not necessarily the most agreeable for his leg movement, but you can still unbutton it, which is kind of cool. He needs to eat. Someone's looking pretty skinny. Genova's got to fatten him up. He's got some boots. Go up to mid-thigh, a lot of buckles. But yeah. Just want to say, it's pretty cool. His hair is semi-malleable, but you know, it doesn't really have any articulation. His shoulder pads, which are huge, can move to avoid negatively impacting his arm movement of shoulders. It's very cool looking. Probably one of the greatest video game villains of all time. I know a lot of people say Kefka, but I always preferred Sephiroth. He was just so evil. Gonna drop a big rock on the planet. He's cool. I actually recently found out that these little holes here, I believe that's where materia is stored. Like, it's actually the notches. And if you look at like Cloud, he has the same things. That's where they apparently put it in. At least that's what I've been told. But yep, that is Play Art Sephiroth. I can't wait for the new one to come out. It looks even better than this one. Until then, you'll have to do. Alright, guys. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. If you like this video, give it a like, and yeah. Bye-bye.